welcome to the Inspired Riding Podcast. I'm your host, Beth Parrish. As a certified riding instructor, remote coach, and animal communicator, I bridge the gap between your inner and outer worlds as you strive to enhance all aspects of your riding. I'm here to remind you that you are powerful and more than capable of changing your reality with your horse time. Hello there, inspired riders. In this podcast, I'm going to talk to you about manifesting. Since yesterday was our 12-year wedding anniversary, I wanted to share a story with how I actually met Charlie. Believe it or not, we met through a site called myspace.com. It was before Facebook, and he had sent me a friend request, and I looked at his profile very carefully. I thought, okay, he looks like a decent human, and we were messaging back and forth, and I realized it was taking him a little bit more time than usual to respond. So I thought, well, maybe he's distracted or just not that into this conversation. So I asked him, hey, are you doing something else? I'm pretty blunt. He's like, no, I just type like a gorilla. Here's my phone number. So, of course, I call him out of curiosity, and we were on the phone for 3 hours. As I was hanging up the phone, I thought, wow, this feels really different. We had made a date for the next day, which happened to be March 14th, 2006. We went out to dinner and had a beautiful time, and we talked about all things in our lives, and he actually talked about how he used to do a lot of ranch work, riding horses, and I thought, oh, cool. He actually knows his stuff. This is going to be great. And he kissed me goodnight, and as I was driving home, he actually called me straight away and said, listen, I'm not one of those LA guys who waits 2 weeks to call you. What are you doing tomorrow? And I said, well, here's the real test. I said, well, I'm going to be training at my barn, so you can come watch me train. He's like, great, I'll meet you there. So not only did he show up with a rose, but he walked over to a horse that I had been working with who had a lot of issues in his body and was very grumpy. And he proceeded to do some Reiki and got this horse to relax, soften, and his hip actually made a popping sound, and he made the biggest sigh I've ever seen this horse do. And the horse looked at me and said, I like this guy. And then the next step, he went into the stall with me and started grooming another horse with me. And I thought, okay, I really like this guy now. I was getting excited. And just to preface, before I met Charlie, I had made a decision that I was going to stop dating for a while. I had been dating many different types of guys, and one actually told me on the third date, he had called me and said, I'm going to pick you up, but you're not going to smell all horsey, are you? I'm like, me smell horsey? That's just my life. I said, you know what? Don't pick me up. We're done. So after that, I got a little frustrated. And I said, you know what? I think I'll be happy just being on my own and just doing my thing. And if I meet someone, I meet someone. I'm not going to stress about it. And then that's when my brother convinced me to create a MySpace profile. And 2 weeks later, Charlie shows up. So when you get into a state of gratitude and acceptance and having fun with your life, amazing things can happen. So I'll switch that over now to thinking about when you're actually in the saddle riding. If you can get yourself into that state of gratitude, feeling happy with what you're doing and being really owning your self-worth and your confidence, and then you just create an invitation to your horse, you can just see what happens. And you also have to be really okay if they say no. And when they do, then you get to be creative. You can think, okay, maybe I need to ask a different way or ask for something else or just stop asking and enjoy being with my horse. So manifesting is really a simple formula. It's basically thinking about what you want, getting quiet, sending that vibe out to the universe, and then embodying that energy. So if you want to create a really beautiful, connected relationship, whether it's with a human or a horse, you have to find that within yourself. And it might mean that you have to just go out and find something that just lights you up. And then you just keep enjoying your life and then look for inspired actions to pop up for you. Of course, I love to write in my inner guidance journal, and every morning I ask, what should I focus on for today? My main focus is to spreading my magic wherever I can in the world, and I do that every day on social media and in my emails and connecting with clients through Zoom and in person. If you'd like to learn more about inspired riding, please check out the website inspiredriding.com. Remember to lead with kindness for yourself and for your horse. Thank you so much for listening, and may the horse be with you always.